Science is all about asking questions. It's a never-ending quest for knowledge, driven by curiosity and the desire to understand the world around us. It's about looking at the world around us and wanting to know more. Why are plants green? How do birds fly? These questions might seem simple, but they open the door to complex scientific principles. What makes the stars shine? The answers to these questions are not just fascinating, they are the building blocks of our understanding of the universe. These are the kinds of questions that drive scientific discovery. They push us to explore, to experiment, and to expand our horizons. And to answer these questions, scientists conduct research. This research is a meticulous process that involves observation, experimentation, and analysis. But before you can even begin to answer a scientific question, you need a plan. This plan is your roadmap, guiding you through the complex journey of discovery. You need to know what you're looking for, the specific details and variables that will help you answer your question, how you're going to find it, the methods and tools you'll use to gather your data, and what you're going to do with the information once you have it. This involves analyzing your data, drawing conclusions, and sharing your findings with the scientific community. This plan is called a research proposal. It's a detailed document that outlines your research question, your methodology, and your expected outcomes. In this essay, we're going to learn how to write a research proposal. This skill is essential for any aspiring scientist as it lays the foundation for your research. We'll be using the example of Fusarium wilt, a devastating disease that affects chickpea plants. This example will help us understand the real-world application of research proposals. By the end, you'll have all the tools you need to write your own research proposal and embark on your own scientific journey. You'll be equipped to tackle any research question with confidence and precision. So, let's put on our lab coats, grab our notebooks, and dive into the fascinating world of research proposals. Together, we'll unlock the secrets of Fusarium and chickpea, and who knows what other mysteries we'll uncover along the way. Every scientific journey begins with a destination. In research, this destination is your research topic. It's the big question you're trying to answer. Our research topic is the interaction between Fusarium oxysporum, a sneaky fungus, and our hero, the chickpea plant. Now, we need a good title for our research proposal. A title should be catchy, informative, and accurately reflect the content of your research. It's like a headline that grabs the reader's attention. For our example, a suitable title could be Unraveling the Molecular Dialogue Gene Expression, Profiling of Chickpea Fusarium Oxysporum Interaction. See how it tells us what we are studying, gene expression, in whom, chickpea and fusarium, and why, to understand their interaction. That's a title that packs a punch. Imagine you're writing a mystery novel. You wouldn't start the story with the detective solving the case, would you? Instead, you'd build the narrative step by step. You'd set the scene, introduce the characters, and build suspense. Each element carefully crafted to draw the reader in. The introduction of your research proposal is like setting the stage for your scientific story. It's about laying down the foundation. Start by introducing Fusarium wilt, the villain of our story. This fungal disease is notorious for its devastating impact. Explain how this fungal disease causes significant yield losses in chickpea, a vital food crop. Farmers around the world struggle with this issue. Then introduce our hero, the chickpea plant, and its importance as a source of protein. Chickpeas are a staple in many diets, providing essential nutrients. Finally, highlight the knowledge gap. While we know Fusarium causes the disease, we don't fully understand the intricate dance of genes between the plant and the pathogen during infection. This gap in knowledge is critical. This is where our research comes in. We aim to bridge this gap with our study. By studying gene expression, we aim to shed light on this complex interaction and potentially find ways to help chickpea plants resist Fusarium wilt. Our research could lead to breakthroughs in agricultural practices. Imagine the impact of developing chickpea varieties that are resistant to Fusarium wilt. It could revolutionize farming and secure food sources for millions. Our journey is just beginning, and with your support, we can make significant strides in understanding and combating this disease. Join us as we delve deeper into the world of plant-pathogen interactions. Before we start experimenting, we need to see what other researchers have discovered about Fusarium wilt and chickpea resistance. This is where the literature review comes in. It's like looking at a map before starting a journey. We need to explore scientific articles, books, and databases to understand the existing knowledge. What genes are involved in chickpea's defense response? How does Fusarium oxysporum infect the plant? By reviewing previous studies, we show that we are aware of the research landscape and that our research will build upon existing knowledge. It also helps us identify potential methods and avoid repeating experiments that have already been done. Remember, good research doesn't happen in a vacuum. It builds upon the work of those who came before. Section 5. Charting the course research objectives and questions. Now that we understand the problem and the existing research, it's time to define our research objectives. Think of objectives as the milestones we want to achieve during our research journey. Our primary objective is to identify the key genes that are switched on or off in both chickpea and Fusarium oxysporum during their interaction. We can break this down into smaller, specific objectives. First, to compare gene expression profiles of resistant and susceptible chickpea varieties when infected with Fusarium oxysporum. Second, to identify Fusarium oxysporum genes that are upregulated during the infection process. And third, to investigate the role of identified chickpea genes in conferring resistance to Fusarium wilt. These objectives give our research direction and help us stay focused on our goals. Section 6. Navigating the labyrinth research methodology. With our objectives set, we need to figure out how we're going to achieve them. This involves careful planning and a clear understanding of the steps we need to take. This is where the methodology section comes in. It serves as our roadmap, guiding us through the intricate process of our research. It outlines the step-by-step process we will follow to conduct our research. Each step is meticulously planned to ensure accuracy and reproducibility. First, we'll need to choose resistant and susceptible chickpea varieties and grow them in a controlled environment. This controlled setting allows us to minimize variables and focus on the specific interactions we are studying. Then we'll infect them with Fusarium oxysporum, a pathogen known to cause significant damage to chickpea crops. This step is crucial as it sets the stage for our subsequent analyses. At specific time points after infection, we'll collect samples from both the plants and the fungus. These time points are carefully chosen to capture the dynamic changes occurring during the infection process. We will extract RNA from these samples, which will give us a snapshot of the genes being expressed. RNA extraction is a delicate process that requires precision and expertise. Using a technique called RNA sequencing, we can identify and quantify the expression levels of thousands of genes simultaneously. This high-throughput method provides a comprehensive view of the genetic activity within our samples. We will then analyze the data to pinpoint the genes that are differentially expressed during the chickpea-Fusarium interaction. This analysis helps us understand the molecular mechanisms underlying the plant's response to the pathogen. This section should be detailed enough so that another researcher could replicate our experiment. Replicability is a cornerstone of scientific research, ensuring that our findings are reliable and can be validated by others. Think of it like writing a recipe for your research. Just as a recipe provides clear instructions for cooking a dish, our methodology provides clear instructions for conducting our research. Each step must be precise and easy to follow, ensuring that anyone can recreate our experiment and achieve the same results. Section 7. Reaping the rewards, expected outcomes and impact. Now it's time to look ahead and envision the results of our hard work. What do we expect to find, and how will our research contribute to the field? We anticipate identifying a set of genes in chickpea that are involved in its defense response against Fusarium wilt. We also expect to uncover Fusarium genes that are crucial for its virulence. These findings will be incredibly valuable. This knowledge could pave the way for developing resistant chickpea varieties through breeding programs or genetic engineering. This could lead to increased chickpea production, improved food security, and reduced reliance on chemical treatments for Fusarium wilt control. By highlighting the potential benefits of our research, we demonstrate its significance and potential impact on the real world. Section 8. The price of discovery budget and timeline. Every scientific expedition requires resources. In this section, we outline the budget needed to conduct our research. This includes the cost of materials, equipment, personnel, and other expenses. We'll need to purchase lab supplies, such as petri dishes, growth media, and chemicals for RNA extraction. We might also need access to specialized equipment like a plant growth chamber and an RNA sequencing facility. Additionally, we might need to hire technicians or research assistants to help with experiments. Along with the budget, we need to create a timeline for our research. This will help us stay on track and ensure that we complete our project within a reasonable timeframe. We'll break down our research into different phases such as experimental setup, sample collection, data analysis, and manuscript writing, and assign a time frame for each phase. Section 9. crafting a winning proposal, tips and conclusion. Writing a research proposal is like putting together a puzzle. Each section contributes to the bigger picture, and a well-crafted proposal can make all the difference in securing funding and support for your research. Here are some tips to make your proposal stand out. Be clear and concise. Use simple language and avoid jargon. Be realistic. Set achievable objectives and timelines. Be enthusiastic. Let your passion for the research shine through. Remember, a research proposal is not just a formality. It's your chance to share your scientific vision with the world. So, embrace your curiosity, ask questions, and let your research make a difference.